have to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. Stand up.
It's amazing.
Stand up.
It's amazing.
Stand up.
Beta baby.
What's up, people? I am here, and yeah, we just got the official news today, because of course, and I want to say one thing. I want to say one thing. Republicans fucking hate you. They want you dead. I don't know what else to say. Republicans hate you and they want you dead. That's it. Unless you a cis, straight, white male, they want you dead. And if you are a cis, straight, white male, they want you compliant and agreed about. That's it. They, as mentioned by Joe in the chat, they said, "Oh no, we can get rid of concealed carry." Oh no, let's talk about gay marriage. Let's talk about interracial marriage. Let's talk about getting rid of motherfucking let's talk about getting rid of birth control. They want you dead. So if you vote for Republicans, welcome to the death code. And to all you lefty motherfuckers who's gloating and saying, "Oh, it's gonna get bad," and now they're like, you don't get it either. You're not gonna LARP your way into the glorious revolution with a power structure as this. Oh no. Trust me. He's gonna, like, if one thing we gonna say about that coon, truck coon, I'm sorry, excuse me, and other people like him, yeah, no, he is a motherfucking joke. He is a motherfucking joke. And I'm sorry, like, Republicans want you dead. So yeah, no. And as you would see with the video that we're doing tonight, they're massive fucking hypocrites. They're massive fucking hypocrites. And I forgot I had on this green shirt when I did. But yeah, no, Republicans want you dead. They don't give a fuck. They just concerned with power. And so, and while I'm mentioning this, please, I hope that, like, and this is one thing that I say about my audience. Please, I know I love you guys. You guys who are in the live stream understand the point that I make. This is why we, like, if you want to have a fight with the liberals in Congress, do that shit in the primary. But do not vote, because the fact is, Republicans want you dead. I don't know how. They're evil. Conservatives want you dead. Now, I know you might say, well, my father's conservative, my uncle's conservative. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine today. He said, well, I'm a conservative. And when I spelled out what conservatives want, I was like, then you're not a conservative if you don't agree with that shit. Oh, God. I don't. Conservatives want you dead. So, I decided to give my people a break. Wednesday and Thursday, I was just tired. I've been having a long, stressful working week. So I decided to give you a break from D-Roy. We're not going to finish the D-Roy video, even though I have a video. I have it queued up. He literally has said that he's accused me of being trans on one of his most recent videos. And I really want to tear into his ass about that, because I'm going to stop being as nice as I'm being to that dumb motherfucker. But I wanted to attack his fucking hero, Jesse Lee Peterson. Do you know, with Jesse Lee Peterson, there's always been a suspicion that he may be gay. Now, there's nothing wrong with somebody being gay. Hey, you like what you like. It's your expression of your sexuality. Cool. I'm all for you. As long as it's consensual, you are fine. I can't bring myself to tell you not to. As long as it's consensual, as long as it's not coercive, as long as you're not grooming people, then it's fine. Oh, yeah, like nobody's mentioning that. Of course, Republicans want to go against Brown versus the Board of Education. Not only, like, we already have some of the shit almost like they just ruled earlier that, oh, religious schools, what happened to, separation of church and state, where religious schools can get government funding. Oh no, this is going to be a problem. The Democrats need to fucking pack the court. Just pack the court. Have a vote today, pack the court. Call it a day. Just call it a day. Yeah. But yeah, no, like let's get into Jesse Lee Peterson. Now, here's the video. I will warn you this shit right now. This video is made by the same fuckers who just had that chick on talking about how they want to get rid of abortion, they want to get rid of contraceptives and shit like this. This is made by militant Christians or Christian militants, and you can actually tell by the video that's coming up. Let's get into, well, Jesse Lee Peterson, like he's been getting into the. Let's go.
Talk about the men of Gideon. Talk about the men of song. Not like a good old dies away. That's no Jericho. That's nowhere. Cause it's the man of Jericho.
Like I love like the old soulful like singing songs like that. They're fucking awesome, and I'm not gonna lie, they're fucking awesome. But I hate the fact that like so. I've recently got into, like, the other day I was kind of like, let's face it, I was horny. Yeah, fucking bully Biden, exactly. And so I was listening to the song Hallelujah. And when you actually think about it, I'm like going off topic here, but when you listen to that song Hallelujah, it is literally a song about somebody fucking. And a lot of people don't realize that, but I fucking love it. But it's just like when you get real soulful songs, I just hate that it's used just to push religion sometimes. But let's go.
Jericho, Lord, Jericho, she gets the band, Jericho,
I've changed, and I don't have any skeleton in my closet.
You're saying
from
that
the
you're
point that I
100%
changed.
saint now?
I'm not saying that I'm a saint, but I don't do those things.
Okay. So this is a man that said, and I have a video that he says not masturbated in 27 years. I don't. He said he hasn't masturbated in 27 years. Okay, Jesse. Okay.
In the early 1990s, Reverend Jesse Lee Peterson began his ministry as a student of Roy Masters, a British-born talk radio personality and hypnotist. Peterson and Masters promoted a similar system of meditation and theology, a system that includes rejecting the Holy Trinity and our blessed Lord's divinity.
So most of these people know that the Trinity is not in the Bible, right? They have to know that. They're American Christians, no matter evangelical or Catholic. They don't fucking know the Bible. They don't read the Bible. But let's go.
But thanks to the feckless and spiritually absent bishops, Jesse's theological errors didn't keep him from gaining tens of thousands of Catholic.
Wait. Did the man just have a car accident and Jesse's like, what the fuck? Okay. And like, this is what I'm talking about. These are Christians. These are Christians. So like, don't get it twisted. This isn't like some atheist hit piece on Jesse Lee Peterson. But like, yeah, these are Christians.
And patriotic followers. Jesse's draw for conservatives was his commentary against the Marxist group Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter, radical so-called social justice warriors. They were chanting, what do we want? Dead cop.
Yeah,
when do we want
right.
it now? Pigs in the blanket. Fry them like bacon.
Now, you're a beta male. I wonder who's the alpha. Never mind. Let's go.
And people went out and started killing cops and everything.
Exploiting many angry American men's desires for a stable family life, Jesse would directly call out feminists for their role in destroying.
So wait. And this is the shit that I'm talking about. Like with the whole like Supreme Court shit. They really think that this is gonna get them families and shit like that. Oh, the bitches can't have sex whenever they want to, so I'm gonna give me some pussy. Like, no, that's not how this works. Okay. To dinner, yes, out to dinner.
The family as well.
Sexism is a made-up lie, and it's been made up by women who hate men, who hate the family, who hate the unborn child.
The 73-year-old even visited the Church Militant studio in March, when senior executive producer Michael Voris answered his questions about Catholicism.
Did Jesus just rise from the dead in spirit,
But
or did his body come out also?
He was made.
Okay, this is just awesome. This is awesome because this shit is awesome. Like Christians fighting each other. This is awesome. All right, let's go.
His body counter, but I know.
Well, that's a big deal.
He rose in the spirit. That's what.
No, he rose in the body.
Why I want to make that.
But he rose in the body. You can't say he didn't walk out of the tomb on Sunday.
And from what we knew at the time, Jesse was an ardent opponent of homosexuality in and outside the church. And
Like this just seems like a hit piece because they just didn't like him. Because when did he say it was March? It was March. I'm trying to finish this. All right, come on, let's go.
presented himself as such.
The spirit of homosexuality is of their father, the devil. It's not them, the person. It's the spirit that made a home in them. And it came from them overreacting to some sort of a situation in life, whether it's from someone messing with them when they were kids, or overreacting to an angry mother because you become like what you hate.
Wait, what? So, Thunder, if you didn't know, Church Militant is like this group of radically militant Catholics. They're radically militant. They're so radically militant that other Catholics don't want to associate with them. That's how bad they are. Oh, no. So if you guys remember when I was on the Hannibal and Monty shit show, they've actually been on the Jesse Lee Birds Aren't Real. Yeah. They've actually been on his show. A few people have been on his show. They're like, dude, it's an act. He's not that stupid. He's not. Like, and they said he's not that stupid. But he pretends like one to play into his base. But conservatives need to believe that black man is not as smart as he is, because it works for them. But let's go.
But shortly after the March interview, friends of his came to us with a different story. These stories first came to light when Jesse's former co-host and alleged decade-long gay lover exposed him. 61-year-old Patrick Rooney has known.
Oh God! Like this is like a real hit piece. This is a real hit piece for real. All right, let's go.
Known Jesse for nearly 30 years, dating back to roughly 1992.
Everybody know Patrick Rooney, one of the smartest white men on this side of heaven.
The two were so close that Jesse was the minister at his wedding and the pastor at his baptism, long before Rooney claimed any homosexual activities began.
Right around that time, I also had started a TV show. I was doing a public access TV show in LA, and with a friend of mine who had gotten off heroin and wanted to, he asked me to be involved in the show to help other people get off drugs and things like that. So we started a show, and one of our first guests was Jesse and another gentleman from Bond. So we did a couple shows with them. And from that time forward, right after the show happened, Jesse and I talked in the green room, backstage. And right off the bat, he started asking me stuff. Jesse's very forward with his questioning and things like that. So he actually asked me right after that show, are you gay?
Rooney's characterization shows that Jesse allegedly used similar grooming tactics as other homo.
Wait, okay, wait. First of all, okay, Jesse, you that fucking bold, boy, or he's claiming that Jesse is that bold. I kind of respect him for that. Like, you just come off and you know how your personality is, but I kind of respect for that. Why do people keep asking that? Yes, it is. Okay, it is. Sorry, it is.
Predators, like Saginaw priest Father Robert DeLand, who asked similar questions when preying on a young man in 2017.
To discover that you have some gay tendencies is a fine thing, because then you don't have to be so confused. Right. Do you feel less confused? Yeah.
Yes.
After Jesse discovered Rooney's same-sex attraction, his relationship with Jesse was taken to the next level. Bit by bit, Jesse began edging him closer and closer to sin.
Once he moved up there to do the show, we stayed in the same house. Jesse would kind of do some things, kind of horseplay and stuff like that with me. And at times he would do stuff where he would like grab me and then we'd kind of wrestle around a little bit.
So wait. Is this what D-Roy be talking about? How he'll wrestle around with other men in his underwear, trying not to get an erection? Okay. All right, let's go.
And I'd feel his, private parts against me. And he did that more than once. So it wasn't like an accidental thing. He would kind of do it and then I'd even mention it like, what's that or whatever. He would kind of play around and joke about it.
Fast forward to 2005.
Wait. Is that a mic in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm being an asshole.
And Jesse was ready to make his final move.
We did a conference with them called Moral Reconstruction, which is kind of ironic now that we're sitting here talking about something else. It's called Moral Reconstruction.
Wait, no, it's nothing wrong with being gay. Dog, stop. There's nothing wrong with being gay. The lie that you're telling that it's bad and whoever does it is bad and going to hell, that's the problem. But okay. These people, boy. Okay, let's go.
We did that. That first conference was, I believe, in 2005, and we did a follow-up conference in 2006 with them as well. And I went with Jesse to Washington, D.C. For this conference. I was a fundraiser at the time, and so we did fundraising. I was part of the conference. While we were at the conference, we stayed in Virginia, near D.C. So we were sitting on the bed together, and all of a sudden he turned to me and just looked at me, and he said, "What do you want to do? What do you want to do?" And he said it in a tone that was really insistent, and I'd never seen this tone from him before. It was like kind of scary. It kind of scared me. Like what? What do you want to do? I knew what he meant, and then I told him, okay. And at first I'm scared, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm playing along here. It kind of threw me off my game, I guess, in a way. I think later I realized that's kind of something that people do sometimes. It's like the devil works in a certain way by intimidating you, and it throws you off your normal game.
No, motherfucker, you wanted to do it. Stop. Lucifer ain't had shit to do with the fact that you wanted to touch peepees. Like that's just like no. You wanted it because if you didn't want it, you wouldn't have said no. That's not how this shit works. If you want to sleep with somebody, you want to sleep with somebody. Why'd you bring the devil up in this? The devil ain't got shit to do with it. The fuck?
And so he said, "What do you want to do?" And he's like, "Okay, I'm scared." And then I told him what I want to do. I mentioned sex acts. He knew about that. I'd already talked to him about that. I was interested in. And next thing you know,
wait, you already talked to him about it, so he knew. So then it wasn't the devil. You wanted his pee. Like, you wanted it, man. Like, stop it. Satan didn't have shit to do with that. You wanted it. Let's go.
He's ripping his clothes off and coming at me, basically. And I did the same, took my clothes off. And next thing you know, we're fully at it.
So, it's nothing wrong with this description because here's the thing. It's obvious that they both wanted it. Like, anytime you communicate before the act happens that this is what you want, you want this, man. Like, dude, like, stop it. Stop it. You wanted this shit. Like, it's nothing wrong with it either. Like, god damn. I like women. I fucking like women. I love the way they feel, the way they taste. God, the way they taste. That's me. That's what I like. I'm not gonna sit back and say, oh no, the devil made me do it. Like, no. I like vagina. I really, really like vagina. And like, for these people, these men who say, oh, he convinced me, he tricked me, and like, no, he didn't. You wanted to. God damn. Be honest about it. Be honest about it. Just say you want to try it out. Just say it was what you wanted. But don't. Yes, I don't need some water. I need to taste the vagina. Anyway, just be fucking honest about it. It's nothing that you have to lie about. God, like stop this shit. Stop lying about the fact that you wanted some peen. It's okay. Like, it's okay if you want some peen. It's okay. Like, dude, if your God, who's supposed to be master of the universe, cares about, like, really cares about who pee you touch, and like, even if it's yours, then he's small and petty. Why would you want to pray to something or worship something that cares about, with all the vastness of the universe, he cares about just that? Your God is small and petty. But let's go.
Having, not getting detailed here, but basically full-on sexual acts.
Rooney's recollections show that Jesse mirrored DeLand's sexual advances almost identically.
I love you. Thank you. I know. What are we going to do? I don't know. No, what are we going to do, really?
Rooney's description shows that after their sexual encounter, Jesse began intertwining his private homosexualism with blasphemy.
After we had just done the first sexual act, and then ever since then, he told me that once we did this, I was born again. This sounds crazy, but this is
okay. Now that's kind of creepy. No, you didn't. You weren't born again. You just got some dick, dog. Like, you weren't born again. You just got some dick. That's it. Like, that's how that works. Okay.
This is the absolute truth. He said that I was born again. He would remind me of that through the years.
Following being born again, Rooney contends that his sodomitic relationship with Peterrson went on for roughly 10 years, until Rooney decided to come clean to his wife and son.
My son...
Wait, why do you have to call it Semitic? Like what? Like, people do know the reason why Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed, because they didn't treat their visitors correct, right? But he sounded like he gave Jesse a good time. He definitely treated his visitor correctly. I mean, like, they know that, right? It's not about how people, like, yes, the problem was they were literally threatening to, like, essay some angels, but that wasn't the problem. The problem was they weren't treating their guests with hospitality. That was a big no-no in that area. But, like, okay, sure. You want to talk about how, like, it just wasn't reproductive sex.
Was really angry. My son was mostly angry at me because he had Jesse on such a pedestal. My son had Jesse on such a pedestal, he literally thought Jesse could walk on water. We got on a phone call, we talked to Jesse, and as soon as we brought it up with my son on the phone call, Jesse denied it. And I said, Jesse, you're a liar. You're lying. You know this. You know you're lying. And he finally came out and admitted to my son that he did that.
Rooney later moved to Florida to get away from Jesse. But according to Rooney...
Wow, was Jesse packing that much that you had to move to Florida? Okay, fuck. Okay, shit. Okay, I'm being an asshole. I know I'm being an asshole. But damn, he was he was that good that you had to move away. Like I need to move away from Jesse, because if I don't move away from Jesse, then man, I can't run away. I can't run away. I'm being an asshole. Because it's just so fucking ridiculous. This shit is so ridiculous that these grown-ass men literally won't just accept their own sexuality. This is ridiculous.
Jesse couldn't handle the relationship ending, offering him several bribes to get him back to LA. It's typical for homo predators to try and cover their tracks using a cornucopia of strategies.
Wait, what? How? Okay. No, dog. They're just, if anything, they're bi. Leave them alone. That does not mean that they're a predator. If they're abusing his power over these people, yeah, that's predatoristic. But he just likes penis. God damn.
Strategies to shut people up. In the case of Father DeLand, it was now deceased Saginaw Bishop Joseph Sistone, who remained silent on DeLand's abuse for years. While serving as an auxiliary bishop in Philadelphia in 1994, Sistone allegedly watched as documents containing names of up to 64 suspected sex abusers were shredded, earning him the nickname Bishop Shredder among the U.S. bishops.
Now, this is a problem. The fact that there were so many priests that were abusing their power and actually taking advantage of people who they were supposed to be shepherds of, that's a problem. And you know what? That's not cool. And this is a problem where, you would think that the problem is to be harsher and, just be more on the lines of, I don't know, monitoring priests and shit like that. No, the problem is this. The fact that, one, it's the reason why the profession of cops are so bad. When you make it where a profession actually feeds to a certain type of individual, where they think, oh yeah, in this profession I can get away with this, I can do this, let me be this profession. It actually just feeds to this whole idea of, well, these type of people wouldn't be attracted. So bullies that were bullies in high schools and shit like that would actually go towards more being a cop, because cops seem to have just these unchecked powers of authority, and that's what some of these people look for. The same token, if the Catholic Church was more honest and allowed priests to get married, the assumption that priests are supposed to be these sexless, all only for God men, it will disappear, because priests would be able to express themselves in a way where they don't have to hide who they are. But, the bishop that they're mentioning is the PA's grand jury report that discloses the massive pedophiles in the PA. Yeah, of course. And that's the thing. That leads to shit like that, where they, where just these, let's be quite honest, these predatory people go into this whole profession to basically just prey on the people that they're said to be over. And you don't want that in your church, man. You don't want that in your organization, where people know, well, I'm going to do this because I get to exercise this amount of power, this amount of authority. You don't want that in your organization. But let's continue.
According to Rooney, for Jesse and those loyal to him, the strategy was to bully and silence all victims and witnesses speaking up.
Jesse did throw me under the bus, basically, and other people that did anything like that, and still does. If anybody comes up with it, they'll keep anybody off the air.
You're talking about other victims?
Well, other victims. And he'll make sure that if anybody talks about these things, calls up his show or does anything like that, they were not going to get through on his show.
Patrick explained how easy it was for Jesse to discredit victims, given Bond's history of seeking out troubled young men.
A lot of the people that Jesse brings around him are troubled young men, right? Have drug problems, right? Some of them been in jail. So it's pretty easy to discredit a guy who's been on drugs, maybe in jail or something.
So this is actually this is some sick shit. If your audience, if your target of your affection is only to get people that nobody believes, and you use them like to victimize and get what you want out of, a relationship, and that's the only thing that you're doing, that's the only people you're pursuing, yeah, that's some fucked up shit. And if Jesse is doing that, I don't give a fuck if he's gay, straight, bi, pan, ace. Well, I guess he wouldn't have a problem if he was asexual. But if you're using this situation if you're using your power over people in any capacity, be it their job, be it their maybe they may have mental health issues that they're looking for you to counsel. Yeah, no, fuck this piece of garbage. But let's go.
Like that. It's pretty rotten thing to do.
Beginning last November, Rooney began writing a collection of blog posts hinting at Jesse's predation, leading him to a shocking discovery.
After I published these articles, I found out from a young man, a very credible young man, that Jesse was fooling around with this young man.
That young man was 30-year-old Samuel Arambula, a more recent...
Okay, so I did watch some of this video because I was watching it on Chud's stream. And this is where it gets really fucking weird. So, buckle in, ladies and gentlemen, and MBs of all kinds. Watch this shit.
Recent member of Bond and Jesse's latest known purported victim.
I started going to Bond around May 2020. This was during the coronavirus lockdowns, everything. As soon as they opened back, they were doing live broadcasted, no in-person church for like 2 months or 2 weeks or something like that. But as soon as it opened up, I went. That was May 2020. Jesse, what he likes to do in the church is he goes around first-timers. He goes around first-timers and says, introduce yourself, what's your name, how'd you find us, where are you here? The first thing I said, my name is Samuel, and I'm here because, you helped me a lot. I went and forgave my mom, I went and forgave my dad, I had a lot of anger, and I just dropped that, and I feel way better now. I'm really,
So here's the thing, this whole thing about you are like that because you hate your mom and you love your mom and hate your dad, it's bullshit, and it plays into the misogyny that a lot of these men are looking for that follow Jesse, and it's just very harmful. But let's go.
Growing, and I want to thank you for it.
Among him are 3 other alleged witnesses and victims who also chose to tell their stories. Samuel began his relationship with Jesse professionally, washing cars for him and doing other cleaning work at what they call the Bond House. The Bond House is where Jesse and several of his male staff currently live. And when Samuel began opening up to Jesse about his past, things got personal.
I was molested as a boy, so I was like, Jesse, what do I do? Like, this is weighing heavy on me. What should I do? He said, forgive him.
So so this is the sick shit that like really, really bothers me, okay? So you see it when Jesse Lee Peterson talks about how the only reason why people are not straight is because somebody's touched them when they were a child and all this other good bullshit. So, it's one of those things where, and then he reinforces the shit by the stupid shit that he's doing. But like, let's listen to this story, because like I said, I did rewatch it.
It's in the past. Our relationship progressed slowly, closer and closer. I didn't suspect anything weird of it. There were certain times where he began hugging me where I was like, oh, I've never been hugged by a man. Like, what was this? But I was like, this is, I guess, he would just tell me like, I just love you. So I'm like, okay, I guess I love you too.
But, much like with Patrick Rooney, Samuel states things went from casually close to mortally sinful.
Wait, what's mortally sinful about 2 men like being attracted to each other? I'm so confused. Okay. Fuck. Okay, let's go. Oh God, let's go.
So a Friday afternoon, evening, I go to Jesse's house and I am sitting in his couch, relaxing. I'm kind of avoiding the LA traffic at the peak hour. So it's a good deal, and I get to stay somewhere with someone that I respect, friend. So then by this point, we're already real comfortable with like hugging and all that stuff, just hugging for long periods of time. I thought nothing weird of it. I guess my guard had already been let down completely. So I'm sitting on this couch, he kneels down in front of me, and then he wraps himself around, his arms around my waist. And I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird, but I'm like, Jesse,
okay, dog, like, can I get some space? Can you give me 3 feet? Like, I'm just like, can you give me 3 feet like they used to say to basketball? Give me 3 feet. Like, I don't know where these people actually get this thing where, like, yeah, you can say, back up. It's okay. Like, what did he gonna call? Like, oh, okay, I know what he's gonna call you. But still, okay, I don't feel comfortable with you being this close to me, dog. Can you respect that? All right, let's go.
Why are you doing that? He's like, I just love you so much. And I'm like, okay, I guess. I was just like this. So then he starts rubbing my thighs. And I'm like, okay, what is he doing? Like, it's kind of crazy. And then he starts rubbing my genital area. And I'm like, what's happening right now? And then he pulls down my pants. And then I'm like, I'm shocked. I'm not saying anything. I'm like, my face is like, whoa, what the?
Okay, so, and I know some people will be asking, like, and I alluded to it a little bit, but at this point, you got to understand there are 5 things that happens when you are in a situation where you're uncomfortable. Now, I know people think fight or flight, but there's always also 3 other ones: freeze, friend, where you actually just like try to reason with them and try to do something like that, or you forget the situation happens. That's when you see people black out. So, like, I don't discount it, but, like, dog, I just, grooming is a thing. And if I'm uncomfortable with something, I've actually had to learn myself, even when it's, like, not something like this, because thankfully I have never been essayed, but when it's something like this, when I'm something I'm uncomfortable with, I've actually had to speak out. And I put those barriers up really, really early. But some people, when they don't know, and especially when they have this person in leadership, it's hard for them to actually say no. And I find this very, very sad. But let's go.
That was happening right now.
From there, Jesse instructed Samuel to go into his so-called meditation, called the silent prayer.
And he's like, doubt all thoughts. All thoughts are lies. Everything Satan is telling you is a lie. And I'm like, okay. But inside it's telling me, hey, this is not good. What are you doing? What are you allowing him to do?
Samuel describes Jesse abusing the supposed meditative state, trying to convince Samuel to ignore the traumatic sexual experience occurring.
It went on for a few minutes. He would get up, walk away. I could hear him. I couldn't see him. Get up. He would get up, walk away. I could hear him get up, walk away, touch it, get up, walk away, touch it. And I was like, what the hell's going on? So then I opened my eyes, and then I'm like, what just happened?
Another alleged victim.
Wow, that's just sad. That is like really, really sad that Jesse Lee Peterrson would be using this power like this. And again, this is allegedly. And I'm not covering this as some kind of issue of saying, look at him, he's this, he's that. No, my problem is, like, 1, if they're predators, we expose predators. 2, dude, stop you being a hypocrite. But let's go.
Was Trayvon Chapman, who in 2015 told his friend, now 43-year-old Armand Martikian, that Jesse molested him.
Well, the first thing came out of his mouth, that Jesse's homosexual. And I say, you can't be saying this, like, he's all against it. He's a, straight conservative man who, this is like, what you're saying is bizarre, doesn't make sense. But at the same time, it kind of struck me as a truth. What this guy was saying, he was explaining the incidents, like certain acts that they would do. They had some nicknames. Jesse had nicknames for it, say, instead of telling what the act is, he named it oral massage, according to Trayvon.
Armand tried to tell Jesse what Trayvon said, and he just dismissed it.
I went to Jesse. I said, Jesse, I bumped into Trayvon, and he was talking bad things about you. The moment I said that, his first response was, oh, he's on drugs.
Wow, that's fucked up. That is really fucked up. If you think that the first thing that somebody's gonna say, oh, he's on drugs, that's some fucked up shit. All right, let's go.
When he said he's on drugs, shivers went down my spine. Like, uh-oh, aren't you gonna ask what he said about me?
Trayvon has since disappeared. None of the men have any idea of his current whereabouts, though they assume he's still somewhere in LA. After this encounter, Armand began questioning his own relationship with Jesse.
And then I had a flashback. Back in the day, it was such an insignificant thing that it never stayed in my memory, but for some reason, the flashback had when I was in the private counseling, he kind of gestured me, let me see down there, pointing at my, referring to my, down there as in my privates.
Wait, what? So the drawing has really poor anatomy. It's not supposed to be realistic. But yeah, let's go.
Not knowing what was about, I'm at very late teens at that moment, like kind of got tricked into it, pulled my pants forward where he kind of looked at it, but at the same time, I'm thinking like, maybe he's trying to see if I'm shy, he's trying to help me overcome shyness, because I was a little shy, I didn't know what to make of it. I remember saying, if somebody sees us from outside, they're going to think we're gay, I said. Later, I looked back, thought that the fact that I said if somebody sees us, they're going to think we're gay, he kind of probably thought that, okay, he's too aware, I'm not going to advance any longer.
Former Bond House manager, 50-year-old Robert Santner, alleges he witnessed similarly strange behavior in 2021 between Jesse and current Bond producer James Hake.
Now, here's the fun part about it. Hake is basically a Nazi. Like, let's just be honest. If you saw any conversation that Hake has, he's basically a Nazi. And it's just like, wow, Hake? For real? For real, dog. You for real? Okay. All right, Hake. Okay, let's go.
Witnessed him and Jesse were hugging each other intensely, rubbing each other's shoulder down stuff, and he came to the point where I actually saw him kissing him on the cheek and stuff on the hallway, and talking all kinds. I can't remember what the words he said, but there were a lot of giggling in the hallway in his James room. And then there was even one time that just really shocked the living hell out of me. As I went to the took the laundry out, and then when I got out, and there was a door open in Jesse's room, and there I saw Jesse was sitting in the bed, and while James Hake was wrapped around bed sheets.
I mean, this does not look good. This does not look good at all. Does not look good at all. I don't know what else to say, but okay, Hake, okay.
Completely around like a burrito with his head sticking out. And Jesse was like embracing him and hugging him and stuff, and then kissing him on the forehead. And I was like, hey, are you all right?
Hake, to this day, is an ardent defender of Jesse and his ministry, essentially helping him ostracize all the men accusing Jesse of homopredation. Santner also described an incident where Jesse attempted grooming him to see if he was a homosexual.
Like there was one.
Why do they call it like this? Like, it's not predation. It's just two men that fucking like each other. I don't... Okay. I'm trying to think of a background color, guys. I'm sorry. That's what's taking so long.
One night, okay, I was all by myself. It was like late at night after I came home from work. I was in the kitchen, doing my own thing and stuff. And then suddenly there was Jesse appeared on the doorway, leaning against the doorway with his hand underneath his underpants. And he was like slowly massaging himself and was giving me a look, and I turned around and says, "What the heck are you doing?" And he was like giving me a smile and giggle and stuff, and then walked away.
Okay. God damn. All right. Wow. That was a... Wait, what happened? It's like, yeah. Bend over. Like, what the fuck? Okay. All right. Okay. I'm being very immature, but let's go.
Another witness is Martin Francis, who's largely been leading the charge against Jesse's purported homopredation. He describes himself as one of Jesse's best friends. You may recognize Francis from a video with Jesse arguing with a Univision reporter at a Prop 187 rally in Los Angeles in 1996, a rally opposing the flood of illegal aliens entering the state.
Are you all right?
Are you okay? Oh, I'm feeling better than ever.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
Are you racist?
Am I what?
What are you think of these people now? Why? Why you stay here?
Are you racist? Am I racist?
Yeah.
No, I'm not a racist. Why do you ask that?
But since learning of Jesse's dark secret, Francis has led several protests against Peterrson's homosexuality outside of the Bond studio. Jesse was confronted by him several times this year and refused to address any of the accusations of him preying on young men at Bond. Here's a video of Francis from March, facing off with him at what appears to be the post office across the street from the Bond studio.
Wait, is this the video in the beginning where the fucking guy got like hit while he was crossing the street, Yeah, I think this is. All right, let's go.
Oh, that's nice. He wants me to tell them how I was sleeping with my brother's wife. That's fine. But Jesse, why will you not speak on your homosexual behaviors?
Francis confronted him again in the back of the building with Armand Martikian in February, capturing it all on video.
Jesse Peterson, I've known you for 25 years personally. Will you come? See, he's not coming over to me.
Will you come? Bad choice of words, my friend. Bad choice of words.
Will you at least stand there where you feel safe and talk to me? Stand up on your porch with the door open and shout out to me. Why won't you talk to me? I've known you for 25 years. I've accused you of heinous things, and you will not talk to me.
What's so heinous about loving another man? Like, for real. Like, you loved another man's wife? Like, the fuck? Okay. All right. I'm being an asshole. Let's go.
You coward.
Francis admits there were also a few clues that should have revealed Jesse was a homosexual, long before he ever found out.
He wanted to see if I was willing to have a homosexual relationship with him, of course.
Wait, that's a big clue! What are you talking about? Okay. Fuck. All right, let's go.
That's what he was all about. He was about putting out feelers there and seeing who he could have sex with. And it didn't work with me because I'd not been molested as a boy. And so eventually I told him, look, Jesse, I'm just an angry guy.
Wait, what? Why do you think that it... I'm so confused. Like, there are people who haven't been molested that just like penis. Like, okay. I hate to say it like this, but these are the people, and like, that thinks if they were in a situation where they went to like jail and they were assaulted by another man, they would feel like, oh my God, now that happened, even without my consent, that means that I'm bad or broken in some kind of way. That's not what that means, dog. Like, okay, all right, let's go.
And I don't like these long hugs and all this stuff we're doing, at night.
And did he stop?
Where he would come into my...
What did he mean? What do you mean all these stuff that we were doing at night? I'm so confused. All right, let's go.
Bed and just lay with me,
He would come into your bed and just lay with you?
Yes. And at one time even put his hand underneath my underwear to go toward my genitals, right? He never got there because he could see I wasn't getting excited. So he never got there. He just at the edge, because you got to invite the vampire in.
Wait, this is so... How do you not know that this is... How do you think, well, I suspected something? My man is literally trying to put his hand down your boxes. I suspected something. No, he wants some of that goodies. He want to show goodies, dog. Is it and the fact that you... Okay, and again, if it was grooming shit, which it sounds like it was, it's virulent and as virulently homophobic as these motherfuckers are, they're not... I think that's what it is. They're virulently homophobic, but they're acting as if Jesse was doing this to them, and as manly man as they claim to actually be, they allowed for this to happen. But when other people are because I don't want to victim blame. That's the last thing I want to do. I don't want to victim blame. But it's the fact that if something was to happen to somebody else, they would victim blame. And they would say, oh, you're not being man enough for this, man enough for that. They would do that. You think that they won't? They would do that. Or do they really believe that the reason why some of these people have, not straight tendencies is because they were touched as a child? You cannot believe that. Was I touched as a child by titties? No. I just like titties. Okay. Let's go.
What they say in the vampire movies is sort of true with even psychic vampires like Jesse. And so he...
Psychic vampires aren't a real thing. Oh God. Okay, let's go.
He would do those kind of tricks, or put his hand around my back and up on my chest and be hugging and all that kind of stuff, just to see if maybe I could and asking me if how does it feel, and it feels good, right, and all that kind of stuff, and I would meekly answer, yeah, it feels good, but only because when you're under that kind of pressure, you just give the answer that he wants, but you're really like wanting to get the heck out of there. You're like ready to fly out of there like a bat out of hell.
Jesse appears to have used every dirty trick in the book to silence him, allegedly trying to have Francis arrested for violating an unserved restraining order.
I will go back to Phoenix and chill out with the relatives like I was doing before, and I'll be back on the 25th.
25th, yeah. For you, this is Yes. Yes. If it was already served, you had already seen this, you would be going to jail.
Church militant asked every single victim and witness if they thought Jesse would continue sexually preying on men, and they all had the same answer.
Well, yeah.
Well, if you're a person of power and you are literally making it where they're not, like, again, a lot of this shit can be solved by, I don't know, letting people be who they are instead of saying that it's some moral sin or some grievous sin. Like, no, Jesse just likes penis. Like, what's the problem with that? What's the problem besides his hypocrisy?
Yeah,
I would say yes.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind.
There's no doubt that there's current victims.
I think for sure.
Jesse allegedly accuses these men of harassment, but some members of his own congregation disagree, like former bond house tenant Fabian Asensio.
The harassing is just an excuse for, trying to shut people down. Bond has been a nonprofit church for all these years. He's lied and collected a lot of money from that church, from people.
Yes, now here is a actual credible thing. Lying to get money and fucking, defraud people of their money. Yes, this is an accusation that I can actually get behind. And why is this so far into the video? I don't know. But let's go.
People saying that he's been a hidden homosexual. There's plenty of evidence for it. There's no reason for us to make up anything. So for someone to be out there in the alley and talking and trying to wake up the employees and say, "Hey, what are you doing? Why are you still working for this liar?" That's totally within our First Amendment rights.
Jim Valerio.
Oh, now you want to talk about First Amendment rights. But when it comes to a woman's right to control her own body, fuck the Fourth and Fifth Amendment, right? Okay, all right, let's go.
Longtime donor and friend of Jesse's also pushed back at his defenders.
And for those of you people who are still supporting this so-called fraudulent, hypocritical, serial predator, homosexual, you are going to pay a price for that. That is a stain on your soul when you meet your creator.
For those of you who sit back and hurt your God's people, that's a stain against your soul. Like your God actually didn't want you guys to be evil towards other people, right? That's what your God said, right? All right, let's go.
Period. Cut.
This isn't even the first incident. Jesse was embroiled in a homosexual scandal in October 2020. After his Twitter...
Okay. This is the fun part. And they should have just led with this. Oh my God. They should have just led with this. All right, let's go.
Her account liked a gay pornography image. After the tweet was left up for hours, Jesse's account was immediately locked down and set to private. One caller on his daily JLP show broadcast tried asking him about it, and Peterrson hung up on him.
Did you lock your Twitter account because you got caught liking a gay OnlyFans post?
Amazing. Do you think I handle my own Twitter stuff?
It didn't seem like he just hung up on him. It just seemed like he was just like, okay, whatever. All right, let's go. Maybe Hank had the control of the account. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go.
Oh, somebody else did it? How come you locked the account?
None of your business. What the? Are you a homosexual or something?
No, but it doesn't really
Why
matter.
Are you such a beta man? You all that stuff that's going on is not real. But you're being a girl right now. What making you be a girl right now?
There's nothing wrong with it, Jesse.
There's nothing wrong with you being a girl?
They were in.
Goodbye.
On top of...
Okay, that was a little sus. That was sus. Okay, yeah, let's go.
Those we spoke to, there were several other anonymous alleged victims Church Militant was made aware of, who refused to speak with us per their devotion to Peterrson and his so-called ministry. Jesse continues to deny his own actions.
Like, what the fuck is he throwing shade on this man's ministry? Him liking penis has nothing to do with what the fuck am I watching? Came in here late, first time here. Cool drawing, thank you. Oh, we're talking about how Jesse Lee Peterson is allegedly grooming people. I don't give a fuck if he's homosexual or not. I really don't care. As long as he's not grooming people, that's when I have the problem. But let's go.
To his congregants and his fans, shutting down any victims who stand in his way. For Church Militant Special Assignment, I'm Joseph Enders, Detroit.
You may talk about the men of Gideon, talk about the men of Saul.
All right, so wow, that was that. Okay, wow, that was interesting. I don't know what to say, man. Like that was kind of interesting. I wonder if D-Roy's gonna mention Jesse and his feeling of shit. I'm fucking up. His feeling of that he loved him some Jesse Lee Peterson. I just don't know. Like that's the funny part about it. I know, guys. A super Christian being hypocritical about what they do. I know. Otherwise, water is sticky. Anyway. Yeah, no, that's the thing. And this is, like I said before, I'm not making any prediction or predilection about Jesse being gay. I don't give a fuck. If he's gay, he's gay. I don't care. That's not my problem. If he's being predatory for other people, then that's the... So only girls ask questions. Yeah, that's the problem. I have a problem with Jesse being predatory. And if he's being predatory, then that's what my problem with this man is. Like I said, I don't give a... I couldn't care even less about who he faps his penis to. Like, hey, more power to you, dog. It's Pride Month. Ironically, they did release this during Pride Month. I think it's more of he has a competing, like, fucking congregation. Yeah, no, that's the problem. And I think that's what a lot of this shit is. You're competing with you're competing with what I'm trying to do, and so I'm gonna tear you down. And yeah, I guess if this is your first time watching the stream, and as always, hit that like button so it can be shared out and all that other good shit. But yeah, that was weird. Oh boy, I did not realize that I was gonna get through that video that quickly. Wow, that was terrifying. That was terrifying. So we still got a little bit of time to go. That was interesting. Should we go on to some more clips, you guys? You know, we normally block it out until like 10, so yeah, I guess we can do some more videos. I know we can do some more videos. Let's do a short one because I know I ain't gonna have too much time. I'm looking. Give me a second, guys. All right. What's up, Happy Holiday? Hey, it's been a while since I've seen you around the community. I realized that now. What's up, man? I know you weren't doing well for a while. I see you actually doing. I'm seeing you back in the community. What's up, man? I've been around for that long. What's up? Let's get to this motherfucker. If you guys haven't been on a... Yeah, I remember now. I looked at the stream name. Yeah. What's up, man? So, here, let's do this. Let's get to this one video, and I don't know how much I'm going to finish of this dumb fucker. Because he's a fucking idiot. And, Oh God, am I really talking him up that bad? All right, so
I have a feeling you get beat up a lot in real life.
Shut up! You're a power!
Right. Anyway,
all right. So if you guys hadn't seen my channel before, and this goes out to everybody, most of my channel that I know that I do are red pill bullshit, and yeah, these MGTOW fucking losers have so much animosity and hate against women. It just makes me just want to say, like, what the fuck is y'all problem? And most of them are just divorced dads that's mad because yeah, I remember the Google Plus and Hangout days. But most of these people from like these are like basically just divorced dads that's mad because the mom got custody. And so let's actually look at this video. This is Terrence Pop and how the military is a laughing stock, even though we spend more money and we help ruin the world, and in some cases do yeah, how the military is a laughing stock now. But yeah, let's hear this bullshit.
hello everybody, Terrence Pop here with another episode of Live from the Lair. And today I'm going to be talking about the United States.
Okay, so right off the bat, when did this come out? I really have to say this. Okay, so this came out April. This came out in April. Oh my God, this came out in April. Oh, okay. So when we actually see this, mind you, this is after, we have known proof that I don't know, that other militaries may be doing worse than what we thought in different countries, but the U.S. military is bad and they're the laughing stock. Okay, and secondly, how much of a fuck? Okay, pot me kettle. I have swords on my wall and shit like that. I have them for decoration. How much you want to bet this motherfucker probably thinks that he's a manly man because he can wield a fake weapon on his? Okay. All right, let's go.
States Army and the effects that this administration has had upon it. For those of you that don't know, I retired from the military, from the United States Army in 2008.
Wow, he's so sad. Okay, so I have other videos of him, and I guess this is him unscripted. And no, he's sad and he talks slow. And nothing wrong with talk slow, but let's see if I can actually bring up a video of him before. Let's see. Now, mind you, this is another video I've actually done of his. What is it? Oh, no. Let's see. Because I've done videos of his before, and it's just so much different. And you can tell when people have scripts behind them. All right, so now this is another
completely. D Live 76 viewers, Twitch 83,
no,
124.
You can tell when people have scripts, and I find it hilarious. So he's just doing live streams now. Oh wow, his feelings have been so hurt by the change that he's just doing live streams now. Oh wow. Okay. I'm just like, this is hilarious to me. This is funny shit. All right, let's get back to the video. I'm sorry.
I was medically retired. I was in my 33rd year of service. Back then I wanted to do 40, so I fought it tooth and nail, but at the end of the day I lost. Injuries were catching up to me. That's just the way it is. You can't do it forever. And if you think you can, you're out of your goddamn mind. All right, now, I know a lot about retention in the United States Army because it was part of the metrics I was basically evaluated on when I was a AGR team sergeant, operations sergeant. I would have, the ETS dates of every soldier in my company, and then when they hit like
just a discount Arnie Duncan? Like he's just a discount Arnie Duncan. Yeah, of course his background sucks. He's a right winger. Let's go.
1 year out, you start, inquiring if they're going to re-enlist, and then you dangle the carrots in front of them, like, hey, you'll get a promotion. We'll send you to airborne school, air assault school, whatever. And I had a hand in doing a lot of that, and a lot of individuals I did get to re-enlist, and a lot of them I didn't. And here are some of the reasons why. As we find ourselves surrounded by reality.
So here, this is the shit that I'm talking about. Yes, this is him when he has a script in front of him. This is the shit that I'm talking about. This, you guys see a difference, right? I'm not just losing the shit, right? Okay, I've been lost the fucking plot, but this is the shit that I'm talking about. All right, let's go.
Which is too extreme for fantasy. We all need to find an escape. Don't judge me. Like my buddy Nelson Abbick's books. Oh, wait a minute. These, Freedom's Forge, stories about all of the shenanigans that took place in the Revolutionary War. Or if you have a short attention span, try his Too Cool for Earth series. It's about colonists in space. There's a monkey called Bobby Bananas. He's not evil, just get the first two kills. Get out of the military. Because, quite literally, there was a female NCO with no deployment experience, barely passed her PT test, and these were the type of soldiers that were...
Did she pass her PT test? See, this is the shit that I'm talking about. She barely passed. Like, dude, how many men barely passed their test? Like, come on. I hate to do the whataboutism, but all because, like, this shit makes a mockery of the women and men who actually go to the military. I know, even when I was, like, even when I was in my physical fitness, I wouldn't make it in the military. I just mentally, I wouldn't make it in the military because one, I just don't have that personality that would follow orders just for even if it was a benefit to me. I just don't have that unwilling. I'm just completely know that I'm just not that one to follow orders. So anybody who's willing to put themselves in that position to be able to fucking do it, more power to you. My old man was that fat guy, was in the fat guy program all the time, but he was still got good. Yeah, no, and here's the thing. My father was in the military too. He was he was a vet in Vietnam. He was a Vietnam vet. And he was like, nah, dog, we don't need you to go to the military. And that's the thing, man. Like, I respect people, even if this goes against their natural tendencies to, like, question shit. And, like, no, I respect people for that. I just couldn't do it. More power to you. And let's be honest. The military is the U.S. biggest jobs program there is. And I don't say that as a derogatory against people who actually go for the benefits. I say it as maybe we should actually try to do that for everybody in the fucking country where they are provided benefits like that, but that would stop people from joining the military. But let's go.
We're getting promoted ahead of individuals with actual combat experience. And
just because you have combat experience doesn't mean you need to be promoted. Like, this is the shit that I don't get. Like it's one of the reasons why they were mad at old girl in The Last Jedi. Like, combat experience does not mean leadership experience. But okay, let's go.
I had one guy, he got passed over twice as an E5. Both times the slots were given to females, and his reenlistment when it came up, he said, fuck it, I'm out. And I couldn't blame him. I couldn't. That happens all the time, and it's been going on for a while. Case in point.
Oh, again, like, so what? You don't just get the office because, hey, it's a guy, and I need to get that promotion. That's not how that works. It's literally, it is a reason why people are promoted. The military is not just some, I'm big, I'm strong, and I need leadership. No, they actually have qualifications. Oh, yeah, I know.
I had, at any given time when I was in civil affairs, between 6 and 12 female soldiers in the ranks. almost all of them cannot pass PT on a regular basis. And about a
Wait. Oh, okay. You say almost all of them. Did they pass? Wait, did they pass? Like, this is what I don't get. Did they pass? If they didn't pass, then of course they shouldn't actually, get the promotion. They shouldn't actually get to grow. But did they pass? If they pass, well, facts don't care about your feelings, Snowflake. Facts don't care about your feelings. But let's go.
a third of them were constantly pregnant and playing the system. And the way that works is they piss out for pregnancy, they automatically are on a PT profile. That lasts until the baby's born, then they go on maternity leave, and then they have 6 months to recover, sometimes 8, depending upon the chain of command.
Wait. And I'm sure this is a motherfucker that wants to make sure that there are more white babies going for it. Like, the fuck? Wait, okay. I didn't want to go there. I don't want to go there. All right, let's go.
Okay, I had several of these females that would spend their entire, 4 years in the Army Reserve.
These women, these women, and they making future soldiers for you. Oh my God, they're making future soldiers for you. If they are so big and bad that they are like, oh God, okay, let's go.
Pregnant, showing up to drill, collecting a check, and doing fuck all.
Okay, and like, what the fuck, man? Do these people know that you're not, we're not fighting the battles like Hannibal did in the fucking Alps and shit like that? This is not a battle of, hey, let's have as many men as we can push on the fucking battlefield. They know wars now are fought with machines, right? And I know, and before they don't realize this, people who think that genders with modern technology can be equal. We know that technically, people that were assigned male at birth and people that were assigned female at birth, we know there's a percentage of difference in strength. But when it comes to pushing a button or pulling a trigger, that doesn't matter, right? That doesn't matter. If you push a button, if you pull a trigger, if you're controlling a joystick, it doesn't matter how physically strong you are in order to be able to do that shit, right? They do know that, right? Right? Okay.
Right, that is counterproductive. I saw that many times. I had many females who just flat out refused to work out and pass PT, and I would put together separation packages on them to get them kicked out, and they wouldn't do anything with them. So literally, I have a male who can't pass PT. I do a packet on him. He's literally a general discharge in 90 days. I have females who can't pass PT tests for 4 fucking years, and I'm putting packages up the.
Why does he sound so mad about it? He sounds so mad about it. Okay, fuck. I will never get finished with this if I keep laughing at his motherfucking. Okay, let's go.
Chain, and nothing is fucking happening. Are we fucking shocked that soldiers are like, this is fucking insane, I'm out? All right, now we're going to talk about this new PT test. All right, I talked to some individuals who are now retired who had a hand in putting together the new PT test because they could see the handwriting on the wall, and women were basically getting allowed to do combat roles despite the fact that they're physically inept and they can't consistently perform at the levels needed for combat. And that's my opinion that I have put together through 30 plus years of witnessing the travesty of this bullshit. So they put together this new PT test and they basically introduce it to a couple of test battalions, and lo and behold, 84% of the females failed. Okay, and
okay, so that means they need to calibrate the test. Wait, the physical ability has nothing to do with leadership. From what of course, no, because no, big penis mean good leader. That's what they feel. They feel big penis make good leader because reasons. For somehow, like that's what they feel. They really feel that big penis make good leader, some kind of way. But let's go.
They put together that PT test to make a prediction of how you will actually perform when the bullets start flying. Okay, because that's incredibly stressful. All right, And there's a lot of sprinting. You got to, deadlift, throw objects, do what you got to do. And, these women just were failing. And here's the weird part.
Wait. They're sprinting and deadlift, right? Do you know that some man, no, of course you can outrun a bullet because reasons. And if you can't outrun a bullet, you don't have enough testicular fortitude to outrun a bullet that goes the speed of sound because reasons. And look, discount Arnie Duncan here. Discount Arnie Duncan doesn't understand that shit. But let's go.
Is the hardest portion of that new PT test is where they do the leg tucks, where they hang off of a chin-up bar, and they bring their knees up to touch their elbows as many times as they can. And they had a hard time doing that.
And you know what can help with that? Training. Once you set, oh my God, he doesn't realize once you set a different standard, that if you train for something different, you have to train for the new standard, and eventually you can actually, okay.
So now the Army has gone back to turning the PT test based on age and gender.
So, okay, let me get this right. You should have a test that is designed for only one type of body type. You should have, never mind should it be based on your age and gender, which the shit should. It's not like we have weight classes and shit like that in every other sport and shit that has to depend on your physical strength. No, you you should actually do this. And then if they actually got a woman that was able to lift like these guys, that looks like what is that, Mother Russia from Kick-Ass? They're like, oh no, she looks too much like a man. Oh no, she's too manly. They would have an issue. Just say you don't want women in the military. Just say that. Don't be a pussy. Just say, oh fuck, pussies take a lot of abuse. Don't be a testicle and say that you just don't want women in the military. Say that shit. Say that it makes your feelings hurt that women are in the military. But let's go.
What the fuck? Combat is combat. It doesn't care if you got a dick or a pussy. All right, you're still.
That's what I just thought. Okay. All right, let's go.
Gonna get ground up in there. All right, so now we're allowing these weak ass females to become in leadership positions in the infantry, armor, artillery, scouts, what have you.
Wait. Artillery doesn't matter on your strength. You are literally shooting a fucking piece of metal to another place. Be it a small, be it a large. You're not sitting back and chucking that shit. You're not taking that shit and okay, bam. You're not doing that shit in artillery. A scout needs to be light and quick. Infantry, they are fucking mechanized units in a lot of places. Mechanization has leveled the playing field we're not even doing trench warfare anymore. You dumb fuck. Okay. Oh. Wow, okay.
All right. And these men who go to these jobs, they're expected to perform at a certain level. Okay, it's a very base standard.
And so are the women, dude. You don't get it? The women are too. They are expected to perform in the standard too. Oh God, okay, let's go.
And these women aren't doing it. And they're getting promoted to leadership positions because I find that reprehensible. And I'm going to tell you why.
Facts don't care about your feelings? I'm sorry? Your feelings say what? Your feelings say what? Okay, I'm being an asshole.
I have seen a lot of good leaders and way more shitty leaders and incompetent leaders. Okay, now I've seen 3 wars come and go, and I was almost killed in 2 because I lead from the front and by example. Far
be it from me to break the myth, but a lot of generals didn't lead from the front. I know, shocking. A lot of military strategists didn't lead from the front. They knew about the front. They kept tabs on the front, but that didn't mean that they actually had to be on the front. Just because you led from the front does not mean shit. Okay, like, remind you, this is in April of 2020, current year. Ask the Russian generals about how leading from the front worked out for them. Ask the Russian generals how leading from the front worked out for them. Quite a few of them. But okay, let's go.
All right, let that sink in. When the shit hits the fan, a good leader is in front of his men, leading them in and through the danger. If you are sitting back because you physically can't do it, but yet you are giving orders, you are becoming a do as I say and not as I do leader.
So wait, I'm sorry. Okay, now, far be it from me. Like, no, there are some things that you need to be up front to lead from. But a good leader also knows the strengths and weaknesses of their team. I like, one of my favorite characters in Naruto is Shikamaru Nara. And if you guys know what Naruto is, you really understand that Shikamaru has never the amount of strength that any of the big hitters actually has. His strength is his intelligence. And yes, he gets up to the front lines, but in a lot of cases, nah, he plans shit and he uses his pieces as proper shogi pieces in order to get what they need to. Like, okay. And if you're a leader that can't delegate, you don't have a good fucking team. Yeah, exactly.
And soldiers despise that. They hate it. Okay? And that is one of the main reasons soldiers get out of the service. Is they see weak-ass, incompetent leaders getting put in positions over them where they can make life and fucking death decisions. That is
But most of the leaders in the military are you know, they're assigned male at birth. Like, does he not realize this? Like, and don't get me wrong, the U.S. Army are fucking destructive, destructive ass motherfucking force, but it does have some good things. It has two good things. One, it's a social. It allows for people to socially step up in a way and like financially step up if they don't break people enough or too much. But it also is one of the most progressive ass organizations in the U.S. government. Like, no fucking lie. I know people think like, what, the Army's progressive, the armed forces to protect. Oh fuck yes. And but the thing about it is, it has to be because it has to get people to want to come to the Army. And if you are so stuck in this image of fucking Patton and I wouldn't even say Eisenhower, because Eisenhower was like, yo, we can't be like this in the military. We have to actually act as if we're helping people out. But if you think General Patton is the motherfucking ideal of a fucking man because you saw a John Wayne fucking movie, no, that's wrong. It's bullshit. But let's go.
fucking insane. This is from Stars and Stripes. They're now giving the new PT test. We got a young stud here doing the squat or the power lifts. All right.
Okay, so here's the thing. Is it a trial for him? What about the people that can outlift him? Does he look bad because somebody can outlift him? Like, this is this shit that, and then why did he call him a young stud? Like, is he joining Jesse? Is he doing a Jesse? Okay, all right, let's go.
Now, they've revised the version of the Army Combat Fitness Test on April 1st that considers gender and age when assessing soldiers' performance, the service announced.
You know that actually also helps out older guys that still are in the military. Like, he said it earlier. He got pushed out because of medical reasons. Do you think that he would be able to do this lift that he's complaining about other people? But all right, let's go.
New version follows the initial effort 3 years ago to make the test gender neutral. Okay. They made it gender neutral because the job needs a certain standard. If you don't meet the standard, you are a hindrance to yourself, the unit, the mission, and all of the men around you.
I mean, like, does he really not understand that we don't have that military anymore where it's about, I'm going to push all these other people around me to push ahead in the front. Like, it's not Braveheart anymore. I know you probably think because of the weapons in the background that that's military might right now, but, like, that's not how that works, man.
What a bunch of shit. This is why retention is, in my opinion, going into the toilet. Now, I don't have any receipts.
Not the forever wars, not the immoral wars, not the bad press we're getting, because the fact is we're doing some horrible shit everywhere. No, it's because the bitches are getting promoted and I'm not. Maybe that attitude about that is okay. No. She should be able to carry her weight and something that's 3 times bigger than her because reasons. All right, let's go.
For the current numbers, it's a big hush-hush, and I wonder why. This next one is from recruiting.army.mil. All right. And they're going through the numbers here for the service. All right, this is 2019. All right, they want to increase minority recruits by 3% over FY18.
Minority recruits. Okay. Look, Joe, we will not have a conversation about saltines in this chat because Twitch does not like it. Oh God. No, but for real, be careful of saying that word. It's saltines. Saltine Americans, because Twitch is weird. All right, let's go.
Active Army female listeners are the highest they have been since 2004. Of course it is. Because we're not deploying them to war, and they can basically ride the gravy train, get knocked up and get paid for it, and get a free goddamn check.
What's wrong with getting a free fucking check? What's wrong with getting a free check? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The fuck? We're not sending men to war that much anymore. The fuck? What are you saying? I'm so confused. Okay. Okay, let's go.
All right. Now here's some of the 2018 numbers. Regular Army, they're sitting at 91.5%. Army Reserve, sitting at 72.8%. Here are the end goals.
Okay, so what's so wrong about what's going on? I am so confused. Why is this a problem? I don't get this. Why is this a problem? Oh God. Okay, let's go.
Here for the amount of individuals that want to come in that particular year. All right, there's Special Operation Recruiting Battalion. They recruit Rangers and Special Forces and paratroopers. All right, now here's something that I found a little surprising. Warrant officers are sitting at 140%. That tells me those guys are black belts and motherfucking shamming. Hats off to you. Outstanding. Medical mission, 94%. Chaplains, 101%. In my opinion, with what they're doing with the vax mandates in the service, I would not really break my heart if this number was to go to fuck.
Okay, this is what I don't get. And I don't understand that. When you sign up for the armed forces, your body becomes property of the fucking U.S. military. when you sign up for the service, you sign away your rights. Nobody who's in an army should have the right to refuse a fucking any vaccination. Because you give up your right to your body. The only thing that they cannot make you do is non-consent shit. And that's because it's a fucking rule in the army that you can't take away people's consent for the other shit. But you give up your right to your body. And it's not like there hasn't been forced vaccinations for everything in the military before. But yeah, no, of course. Because reasons.
Fucking zero. You chaplains out there should know better than this. You've conducted yourself shamefully in the past couple years.
Oh no! Chaplains who feel that there's their responsibility to make sure they're not getting other people sick. Oh no, that's shameful because reasons. I don't even know, guys. I don't even know. Okay, let's go.
Fuck you. All right, here are.
Wait, did he just say "fuck you" to chaplains? Oh, I know an imaginary invisible man in the sky that's gonna have an issue with you. Okay. I'm just like this shit. This is just molding. It's just a 15-minute molding. Okay.
The demographics. And now you'll see here these percentages go pretty close to the gross population. Those numbers. Okay, here we go. 2019. Here are the numbers. All right, regular Army got 100% of its goal. Army Reserve got 98% of its recruiting goal. And Special Operations, see how big that number is now? They wanted to grow it. They got pretty close. Warrant Officers still at 140%. Doing a great job. Those guys are awesome.
You can tell that that's the one he wanted to be, but he never could be. You can just tell by the way he's having the conversation about it. All right, okay, I'm being an asshole, but let's go.
You want to learn how to party and hang out and learn a chill mindset? You hang out with some warrant officers. These guys are hilarious. All right, here's just some more of the numbers. Now you'll see here, we got 18, 19. Where's 20, 21? Where are those numbers? Oh, they're not going to show you those numbers because they're in the fucking toilet. They're so bad they had to shrink the size of the army. They're going to sell it like, oh, no, we're not deploying people to war anymore. We don't need that many people. Okay.
We're not, though. We're not. You know what the Army is worried about right now? The Army is worried about climate change. You dumb fuck. And I'm sure you're going to say, oh, no, I don't believe in that shit either. The Army is worried about climate change. I don't get these people. They are so far up their own ass that they can't see when it's just no, dude, come on. Okay, let's go.
We'll see about that. And here's another kick in the teeth for individuals. All right, this individual is a he, she, shimp person, a confused holes with poles individual.
Wait, what? I'm pretty sure if somebody commits to gender transitioning, they are fully aware of who they are. That's why they transition. You that doesn't follow. For real. I'm a guy. I'm fully aware that I'm a guy. I won't present as a guy. I have a penis. I was born with a penis. I have a set of testes. I'm a guy. I'm not confused about it. Now, if somebody transitions from being a guy to a gal, then they're not confused about it. The fact that I was born with a penis and a set of testes doesn't make me a guy. It's who I want to be. There's no confusion with that. It's none. Just because you are caught in your little brain and says, well, if I have this, I have to be like this, and you live up to these fucking stereotypes of what you think you should actually be, that's confusing, even though you may feel a different way. That's confusing. That's why we project into others what we feel about ourselves. But let's go.
And this person was promoted to a 4-star admiral. 4-star admiral. Do you have any idea how much of a kick in the teeth that is to the morale of the officer corps? Because
How? Why? How is that a kick in the teeth unless you're a bigoted piece of shit? Like, what the fuck? Did she qualify for it? Did she qualify for it? If she qualified for it, why does that matter? All right, let's go. Let's go. Asking a far righter to understand anything. Yeah, no, I know. But let's go.
Because let me tell you, those guys are busy 24/7, 365, stabbing each other in the back, sucking dick, eating ass, and ruining the careers to make themselves look better of those around them. Okay.
Wait. Why do you hate the military so much? Why do you hate the U.S. military so much? I know I have a reason why I hate the institution of the military, but why do you hate our soldiers so much? What is your issue with our soldiers? Why do you hate them so much, Terrence Pop? You hate our soldiers a lot by accusing them of doing anything they can to get power. Why do you hate our soldiers so much? I thought we were supposed to support the troops.
How are those people going to feel when somebody who's light in the loafers gets promoted to a 4-star general and was never in the fucking service?
You can't not be you by definition you have to be in the armed services to be promoted to 4-star. Okay, yeah, sure, okay, all right. We know that doesn't make sense, but we're gonna let you have that one, dog, because you're stupid. All right, let's go.
Yeah. Are we still surprised? Retention is in the fucking shitter, because I'm not. All right, now, here's a side note. We now have virtually the entire combat power of the 82nd Airborne Division has been sent forward to Poland. All right, now I have individuals.
Oh, God. Is he going to say, is he going to do what I think he's going to do? Is he going to praise Putin? Oh, okay. Okay, let's go.
Who are high up in the officer structure at the 82nd. And I talked to quite a few of these individuals, and they're very upset. And one of the reasons is that 1/3 to half of all of the staff has dropped their paperwork to fucking retire. So,
wait, you're telling me? Wait. Actually, some of this, I did use color pencils in some of this, and I do have some of my older working color pencils. So yeah, if you go to the link in the description of my DeviantArt, you can actually see some of my artwork that I use color pencils for. But no, you're telling me this motherfucker is saying that people that are starting to see the horrors of war that don't want to be there, oh no, they have some self-preservation instincts. But all right, let's go.
So let me just recap how an officer career works. Second lieutenant, he's usually put in charge of a section and platoon. First lieutenant might get a platoon, maybe a company XO job. Captain needs to have command to get promoted any higher. Now, most of the officers who get a company command will never see a battalion command, and they will retire as lieutenant colonels. All right. So what you have is a glut of officers stuck at the staff level who are hit with this vax mandate. They look at their LES. Oh, I have 20 good years. I'm done.
Good. Out with the old and with the new. Like, what is the problem with what you're saying, man? What is the problem? Okay. I mean, like, I wish we can get some more boomers to retire. Shit. I love the fact that, there are people that are in the industry that know a lot, but a lot of that is, one, we should get more boomers to retire because they fucking deserve it. They've worked for 40 or 50 fucking years. They need to fucking retire. Not only because they deserve some time off with themselves, but it needs to make room for other people that need to take the jobs. I mean, like, let's be honest. I want the boomers to retire for two fucking reasons. One, that if they work for 30 years, they deserve to be motherfucking retired with full benefits and taken care of because they've devoted themselves to making sure everybody else do better. And two, because it frees up for Gen X and millennials. I don't know what else. Okay.
So that is a lot of experience and individuals you need to have that are going to maybe fill positions down the road, and they're going to be gone. Who's going to fill those?
All right.
Oh, that's right. Those soft, crazy, gay, loose, butt-twerking queer individuals.
Wait, I'm sorry. I apologize. So, just to know, the more you know, Rachel Levine has never served in the military or any other branch of the armed forces before her role in the uniformed services of the United States. But if I'm not mistaken, that's not a combat role that she's and it's also in something like that. It's not combat roles, right? And like, it's not as if she's head of the Joint Chiefs of Staffs. Like, no, it's not. It's a non-combat role. Like, you know how we have other roles in the military that's just non-combat, right? I may be wrong with that, but like that just seems like that's a thing. Non-combat roles in the military. I may be wrong with that. So, in essence, she would be associated to like the non-combat roles that make sure people stay alive. Okay. I like. Where's the problem with that? What's the problem with somebody being that in a higher rank? Oh God, these people, man. Like, this is not Hannibal in the Alps. This is not Caesar's military. Like, that shit doesn't work. We learned that shit doesn't work. Like, okay. Oh, man, okay. Okay. And I wonder why this motherfucker did not get a higher commission, because he thinks military means blow shit up or hit shit with club. Okay, we're almost finished.
And people do not want to follow them into goddamn combat. I'm sorry. Men going into combat, they have to have confidence in their leadership. That's the bare minimum you can do for them if you're going to expect them to march forward and die and be fucking maimed.
Okay. All right. I was hoping to finish this on stream tonight, but I'm just gonna finish it off stream. Here, take a look at it. So, oh God. Shut up and color, private. I want to break this down with crayons. So this is the original picture that I did. And this is the new one. I still like them both. I just like... Oh, shit. Can you not hear me? Hello? Can you... Oh, no. You can... You should be able to hear me. I thought you can hear me. No, I see my mic going up and down. Let me see something. Okay. But no, yeah, no, this is the stream. This is the picture. So I'm gonna finish this like a little bit later, kind of like darken the color up. But yeah, wow, that is amazing. I just like never thought that some of these people were just like were this butthurt over the fact that the military is allowing the whamming, the whamming into it and shit like that. I don't know. I don't know. Oh God, I do know one thing. It has been a fucking long week. Even for it to be a holiday, it's been a long week. And oh shit, I had to wash my hair. That shit, cause I work out every morning. I sweat. But anyway, oh God, hear me out. Guys like that are just so insecure about their masculinity and manhood. Personally, I feel bad for them. I don't even hate them. I just feel bad for them, and it's just sad because you can tell they're just a divorced dad that got mad because the ex-wife got custody of the kids in the divorce. I don't know, but anyway, yeah. If you haven't done so, like, share, subscribe, and all that other good shit. Oh God, I wanted to at least do another D-Roy video, but I know a lot of people kind of got burnt out on D-Roy. I did 3 D-Roy videos in 1 week, and like, yeah, I'm gonna still finish D-Roy, that last video, and yeah. Oh no, fuck yeah, a lot of Coach Red Pill. Remember, Gonzala is still stuck in Ukraine, and they keeping an eye on his ass. Oh shit. That like I would have been. I wouldn't have had this much glee if he actually did get hurt. But the fact that he got arrested by the Ukraine I guess equivalent to the FBI shit. That was delicious. Oh God. But anyway, guys. Anyway. I want to say thank you for watching tonight. Remember, as I always say, touch titties, but always with consent. And take us away, Richard.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah. I'm probably afraid of that because then people don't hate each other. Then people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other. They find out who's the problem.
Which is?
Greedy people.
Greedy. I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too, that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism, is to promote racism, right? In order to make things work. If you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white. I'm going to use this.
Right. Absolutely.
Get this job. I'm hungry, But, and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as I see it. Probably it's not that simple, but...
Now, all right, you and I are about the same age, right? We're in our mid-30s. How long is it going to take before guys who think like you, and I say guys who think like me, people who don't want to have racism in the country, people who don't want to be oppressing any minority, whatever it is, sexual, whatever minority, really get into positions of power and can change things?
You can't get in a position of power, it seems, if you think like that. It seems that the only time you get in a position of power is if you're like the people that are in power. To me, I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, people that get to become executives become like the people that were already executives.
I don't know, maybe...
They go in with good intentions, but it eats them up. It's like a cesspool, it just gets on you and it starts
eating. The system levels them.
Pretty soon it's all gone.
Is that what a cesspool sounds like?
Yes.